With breaking making its much-anticipated debut at the Paris 2024 Olympics, Australia's B-girl Rachael Gunn, widely known by her stage name Raygun, has made her exit from the competition on her own terms, following a performance that sparked both admiration and controversy. Gunn's journey to becoming Australia's first Olympic breakdancer has been marked by her unique approach and commitment to creativity, even as she faced criticism for her results on the global stage. Despite her best efforts, Gunn was eliminated during the round-robin stage of the competition, failing to secure a single point from the judges. Her early exit prompted some criticism, but Gunn was quick to respond to detractors who questioned her performance. She emphasized the importance of originality in her routines, highlighting that her moves were entirely her own creation, designed to showcase her artistic expression rather than conform to the more traditional, power-focused style of her competitors. "Creativity is really important to me," Gunn explained when discussing the inspiration behind her performance. "I go out there and I show my artistry. Sometimes it speaks to the judges, and sometimes it doesn't. I do my thing, and it represents art. That is what it is about." Gunn's performance was a visual standout, not only for her distinctive moves but also for her choice of attire. Unlike many of her fellow breakers who donned typical breaking gear, Gunn proudly wore her Australia team uniform, making a statement both on and off the floor. The atmosphere at Place de la Concorde, the iconic Parisian venue hosting the breaking competition, was electric. The event drew a large and enthusiastic crowd, with the excitement amplified by a surprise appearance from American rap superstar Snoop Dogg, an avid Olympic supporter. Snoop took to the stage before the competition began, showing off a few of his own dance moves, much to the delight of the audience. The competition itself was intense, with breakers judged on a range of criteria including creativity, personality, technique, variety, musicality, and vocabulary, the latter referring to the range and diversity of moves performed. Competitors engaged in 3 judged battles, each consisting of 2 60-second routines, before moving on to the elimination rounds where the medals were decided. However, the event's length, stretching over 5.5 hours, proved to be a test of endurance not just for the athletes but for the spectators as well. Even Snoop Dogg, who had become something of an unofficial mascot for the games, left midway through the competition, having seen enough of the action. One of the most poignant moments of the competition came from Maniza Talash, a member of the Olympic refugee team and a breaker originally from Afghanistan. During her round, Talash made a powerful political statement by unveiling a cape with the words, "Free Afghan Women." Her message was met with applause from her Dutch competitor, India Sarjo, and resonated deeply with the audience. Gunn's first battle was against American B-girl logists, followed by contests against 16-year-old French B-girl SYSSY. Despite her best efforts, Gunn was unable to secure a win in any of her 3 battles, falling short against her younger, more athletic competitors. As a 36-year-old university lecturer with a PhD in cultural studies, Gunn recognized that her strengths lay in her creativity rather than the dynamic and physically demanding power moves that dominated the competition. "I knew I couldn't compete athletically with their tricks and spins and strength moves, so I tried to be more creative," Gunn explained. "What I wanted to do was come out here and do something new and different and creative. That's my strength, my creativity. I was never going to beat these girls on what they do best, the dynamic and the power moves, so I wanted to move differently, be artistic and creative because how many chances do you get in a lifetime to do that on an international stage? I was always the underdog and wanted to make my mark in a different way." When questioned about whether breaking deserved its place as an Olympic sport, Gunn defended its inclusion, arguing that it meets the criteria for athleticism and dedication. "What is an Olympic sport? It's so broad here. What are the similarities between dressage and artistic swimming and the 100-meter sprint and the pentathlon?" she asked. "Breaking is clearly athletic and it clearly requires a whole level of dedication across a number of different aspects, so I feel like it meets that criteria. And it's really bringing a new level of excitement." The competition concluded with Japan's B-girl Ami Yuasa taking home the gold medal, dominating all 3 rounds in the final against Lithuania's Dominika Bainvik, known as Nika. Yuasa, echoing Gunn's sentiments, described breaking as a blend of art and sport, underscoring its expressive nature. While the inclusion of breaking in the Paris Olympics marked a significant milestone, its future in the Games remains uncertain. The sport is not scheduled to be part of the Los Angeles 2028 Olympics, and its chances for inclusion in the Brisbane 2032 Games appear slim. Gunn expressed disappointment at this decision, particularly given the roots of breaking in the United States. "It was disappointing that it was decided before we'd even had a chance to show it, so I think that was possibly a little premature," she said. "I wonder if they're kicking themselves now, particularly because they've got some great American breakers who could totally be on the podium. But it's not the end for breaking, the breaking culture is so strong." As Gunn reflects on her experience, Australia's 16-year-old b-boy Jeff Dunn, known as J-Attack, prepares to compete in the male breaking competition. His participation continues the legacy of breaking as it takes its place on the Olympic stage, even if only for a brief moment in history.